everyone, this is Towelliee with TGN bringing you a feral bear tanking tutorial on Reforging. Now I am here on my alt, Rumpapotamus, Rump. I think it's Swedish for ass, I believe. People have told me. Look at that mage. Alright, he just came and went. Alright. And basically I'm trying to tank a little bit more on my bear tank, and I would like to share with you my tutorial on Reforging. So let's get started. I went ahead and I unforged all my gear. Now before we even start, let's get some of the basics down. Now for Reforging as a bear tank, the best, I guess, course of action is to reforge your least wanted stats into dodge rating. Now, from what I can tell, dodge rating is probably the #1 priority in terms of reforging because there is no actual dodge rating gear for ferals in terms of actual slot, like head slot, shoulder slot, etc. And in essence, agility now, which we get from our gear as feral tanks, it provides attack power, crit, and dodge. No longer provides armor. Used to provide armor, but not anymore. So we want that agility gear, but we also want actual dodge, and that's going to be our #1 stat for Reforging. #2 is going to be our mastery. Now our mastery is pretty powerful. Our mastery increases the amount absorbed by Savage Defense via Savage Defender. Okay, this makes our I guess the blocking aspect of your bear tanking. It's kind of like the block equivalent to whatever the paladins and warriors have, and it's that would come in second place. And then afterward, I'm not exactly 100% sure. I've known it's just dodge, mastery, and then stuff. Then it's like, I guess there's crit. Of course, crit is very important because crit is also works in conjunction with your Savage Defense and Savage Defender. Crit allows Savage Defense to proc more often. Very small on the threat side, doesn't really matter in that sense, but it's pretty much on par with your expertise in terms of mitigation. So let's go with that. We're gonna go with dodge and mastery as our primary statistics to prioritize when it comes to reforging as a bear tank. Let's take big old Rump's ass over here and let's get him reforged. Talk to me. Look at that guy. What's he wearing? What's that? Noob. Anyway, let's go and start reforging our items, shall we? Let's look at, I know my gear is terrible. I don't have any sort of crazy raid gear. I still have a freaking blue 333 weapon. I'm trying to get the weapon from the trash in Firelands. The 378, I forgot what it's called. No one's selling it. I have enough gold for it. Now I can't buy it. So, Saga's Helm, I guess we'll call it that way. We're looking at critical strike rating, and we're looking at mastery rating. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, and I'm going to take that critical strike rating, and I'm going to reforge that to dodge. Now, look at my dodge rating right now. We're going to start at 29.18% dodge with no reforging whatsoever. Let's see what it's going to look like after we're done reforging. Because basically the goal is you want to get your avoidance on par with the other tanks. So for instance, Towelliee has about 30 avoidance percent between just parry and dodge. So you want to bring your bear tank roughly to around that point, which we'll probably hit in the next few reforges here. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And hit rating is really not even that great of a stat, to be honest, folks. Hit rating is just like whatever. Since your taunts really don't miss anymore, it's really irrelevant. So we went ahead and did that. We reforged the crit to dodge over here. Let's look at the Amulet of the Watcher. We're going to go ahead. Let's put this in here. Let's take a look at the statistics. We have critical strike and mastery. Once again, we're going to take that critical strike and we're going to put it right into dodge. Reforge. Awesome. Poison Protocol Pauldrons. We have mastery rating and critical strike. Once again, we're going to take that critical strike, put it into dodge. We're up to about 29.97% dodge. We're almost at 30. Mantle of Doubt, which I believe this is from the questing that I did through the Thrall quest line. At the end, you get that cloak. Let's see, what are we looking at for the stats? We're looking at hit rating and mastery rating. So obviously the least, I guess, wanted stat, or how we say the least, wanted stat in this situation would be the hit rating because we really don't need it. So we're going to go ahead and switch to hit and put that to dodge. We have Mori's Waywalker Wrap, which is I think this is the blacksmithing chest piece, if I'm not mistaken. Not 100% sure. It might be a drop. We have critical strike rating and we have mastery. We're going to take that huge amount of critical strike rating and we're going to switch that over to dodge. Let's go ahead and reforge. Let's look at the bracers here. I know, horrible. I should probably just buy... Do I have enough of the Valor? Ooh, I do have enough of the Valor. I'm probably going to just get the Valor ones. But the Valor ones, oh man, they just... I don't think they even have Mastery, but I guess I'll just go with them anyway. Let's see. Bracers. Critical strike rating and mastery rating. Let's take that crit. Put it to dodge. Let's look at the gloves here. The gloves have mastery rating and expertise. Expertise, not really. I'm not going to choose dodge over expertise, of course. Or I'm not going to choose mastery over expertise. So we're going to head and we're going to put that expertise and reforge it to dodge. Very good. Let's look at our belt. The belt of Nefarious Whispers. Hit rating and mastery. We're going to change that hit over to dodge. Are you guys getting the picture here? I think bear tanks need to dodge a lot. LOL. Stone Riders Legards. So we have, let's see, critical strike rating and mastery. We're going to take the crit and switch it to dodge. Now, to me, it's a little bit confusing. I mean, I've read a few websites for theory crafting for reforging as a bear tank. Some say that you want to keep that critical strike because of the savage defense in conjunction with mastery. Some say you need to, when you have critical strike and mastery, reforge the mastery to dodge. I just don't see that as being, at all optimal for a bear tank. So I'm going to stick with switching the critical strike to dodge. The Treads of Fleeting Joy, which I believe are the Justice Points boots. We're going to go ahead. We're going to switch to the Haste. Which is a least wanted stat over critical strike rating. We're going to switch to haste to dodge rating. Arloc's Signet, nice little ring here. We have critical strike rating and mastery. We're going to go ahead and switch the crit over to dodge. Beautiful. We have the Hornet Sting Band, which comes from, I believe, the Justice Points vendor again. We have haste and mastery rating. No brainer here. We're going to switch to haste over to dodge. Beautiful. Also, guys, if you want to go to a great website to look up theory crafting, which is basically what I read for my bear tank, the Inconspicuous Bear, the incbear.com. I'll put the link in the description below. Probably one of the best sites for overall gearing and reforging. He explains the theory crafting, the mathematics with all of your stats. It's wonderful. It's completely amazing, and their banner rules. Heart of Thunder, lol. Lifebound Alchemist Stone, lol. I know some of the gemming might be incorrect. Actually, most of my gemming is actually right for what I have, but that'll be a different video. What I'm basically going to do with this video, folks, is I'm going to do the same thing that I did on Towelliee with Paladin tanking, except for Druid tanking. And then eventually I'm going to hit up the Death Knight tanking, and then eventually the Warrior tanking. But the Staff of Old Woes. God, I got to replace this shit. Malevolence just never drops. We're going to switch that haste rating to dodge. Reforge. And then Relic of Gallingneth. We're going to put that in there. What do we have? We have crit and haste. We're going to switch that haste to dodge. And there you go, folks. That's basically reforging for a feral bear tank. Basically, every statistic you can replace the least wanted to dodge. Whereas paladins, you kind of have to want to balance your dodge and your parry and your mastery. With bear tanks, it's more like, no matter what, you're always going to reforge a stat to dodge, since no agi gear or since no bear tanking gear has a dodge statistic on it. You're always going to switch over your reforging to dodge, but it matters which stat you give up for the dodge. So we always say we just want to reforge the least wanted statistic into dodge rating. This has been Towelliee with TGN on my alt Rumpapotamus. Big ass bear. We love big booty bitches. Big booty bitches. Ooh. And I love that song. And I'm going to be doing some bear tanking videos and raids. Hopefully I can get some Firelands raids. My HP is really not that high at all. I still have a lot of upgrades to get. Looking for one raid healer, Bastion of Twilight. Not going to happen. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My next video will be on gemming. And we're basically going to do the same thing, like I said, like I did with Towelliee. So please go ahead and visit me on Towelliee.com. Visit me on YouTube.com/Console Crusader, my personal YouTube. I do daily video logs, and you will see this video up on there as well as TGN World of Warcraft. Twitter.com/TowTheTank. You will see me mostly tweeting there from my bathroom when I am, dropping off the children at the pool. Where's my other site? Facebook.com/Towelliee. Also, please stop by my live stream, Twitch.tv/Towelliee. said to be the #1 Cataclysm Twitch.tv channel out there. Hope to see a lot of you guys there. If you want to see me bear tanking live, I should be there probably, mostly on my off days that I'm not raiding. You'll see me bear tanking heroics or raids. I'll usually announce it ahead of time. Thank you everyone for watching. Keep it coming. More bear tanking tutorial videos coming up in the next few days. I'm hoping to get at least 6 videos up in the next week just for bear tanking, and then we're going to head on to the Death Knight, whose name is Pedro Norte. This has been Towelliee with TGN. Peace.